What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Friday, January 27th, 2023. We have a 5-game NBA slate on our hands, not a 6-game NBA slate. In my previous video, I said 6. I was wrong. I was incorrect. It is 5 games tonight. Listen, I have 3 props or 3 players that I want to focus on in today's video because we have multiple props coming from each player. I think you can go a few different ways with these guys and construct quite a few slips, kind of diversify your slips, leverage these game environments. I also have one under that I want to share with you, and I actually have a fantasy fantasy score consideration as well. But first, let's kick off the video and quickly recap our plays from yesterday. So 2-1 on the day. Julius Randle let us down, didn't come through over on his 15.5 rebounds and assists. However, Jason Tatum crushed his rebounds and assist line. And Nick Claxton, man, what else can you say about this dude? I told you why I like this guy. He is an up-and-coming big for sure. Put up almost 50 fantasy points last night versus the Detroit Pistons in a losing effort. But I had a great feeling about that fantasy play. And I was so happy to see it in that low 40 range. I just thought that was way too low, and Nick Claxton proved me right. So 2-1 on the day. Our honorable mentions were okay. You know, Horford came through on his three-point made. Paul came through on his assist. Mikal Bridges let us down with the points for the game. He finished the game with 16. We needed him to give us 18. And you know, I said in a comment in the video yesterday that I liked Vucevic over his first half PRA, but it wasn't something I was on. I was answering a question, but I like that more than his full game. But he actually did not hit his first half PRA. So in terms of our core picks, the 3 guys that I said I was rolling with, we were 2-1. So feel good about that. Making some slight improvement. That's what it's all about. Today we're looking to go 3 for 3. 100% on the day. I'm excited. Let's get it going. I'm going to start off with Draymond Green. We have a few different props we can play here. Draymond Green is in a great position. Here's why. In my opinion, if the Warriors want to win this game, they have to run that small lineup out there with Draymond at the 5. When he's playing point center, Draymond is going to rack up a ton of assists. When Curry's out there, Clay's out there, Poole's out there, he's going to rack up a ton of assists. Being at the 5, he's also going to get more opportunities to rebound the ball, which gives him more opportunities to score on simple putbacks. He can also rebound, dish it back out, and grab a rebound and an assist in the same possession. I mean, you talk about doubling down on your props. That's one way to do it. So I like Draymond Green tonight. Over on rebounds and assists, I like his PRA over 23.5, and I like his assist line at 6.5. All these correlate with each other. They support the game environment really well. I think he's going to be in a great position to do all these things, so I look for him to come through for us tonight. The second play I want to talk about, we are going to go over to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I want to look at Anthony Edwards over points, Anthony Edwards over his 3 points made, and Anthony Edwards over his turnovers. So I like his points on the day, 27.5. I think that, well, I don't think these points are too low. I think they're propped appropriately, but in looking at his game log, he has crushed his point prop in the last 3 out of 5 games. 44, 31, and 37. Against this Memphis Grizzlies team, he is averaging 29 points a game. And if you want to dig in a little deeper, why I like his 3 points made for tonight, which is currently set at 3, Anthony Edwards is currently taking... Where are you? Anthony Edwards is averaging 10 3-point attempts. He's attempting 3-point shots. Is that correct? He's attempting 3. Yeah, he's attempting 10. I confused myself there. He is attempting 10 3-point attempts over the last 5 games, 9 over the last 10, and his hit rate over the last 4 games, listen to this, 40%, 60%, 50%, 25%. He's making a lot of his attempts, and that's what we want. So if we like his points on the game, and we know that a lot of his points are coming from behind the arc, then we could also like his 3 points made as well. Keep in mind that also there's a possibility that Desmond Bane is out for tonight's game. Maybe you see Ja Morant on Edwards a lot more. Maybe Edwards works the screens to have it switched to have Ja Morant guard him so he can exploit that matchup. He's much bigger. He's much stronger than Ja. So a few different ways that Edwards can score the ball tonight. So I like his points tonight. I like his 3 points tonight. Why do I like his turnovers? Well, because anytime you have a high usage player like Anthony Edwards, who's scoring so much, the ball's in their hands a lot more, they're turnover prone. It's just going to happen. The best of the best turn the ball over because their percentages go up. When you handle the ball that much, the odds of you turning the ball over 3-4 times a game, they're pretty high. Over the last 5 games, Edwards has turned the ball over 5 times, and over the last 10 games, he's averaging 4 turnovers. Tonight, his turnover prop is set to 3.5. I like the over on this. It is possible for Edwards to turn the ball over 4 to 6 times tonight and still hit his point prop with 28 points. He's done that exact same thing in the last 3 games. And in that 4th game versus Toronto, he turned the ball over. He still scored 23 points. In that game versus Toronto, he turned the ball over 5 times and scored 23 points. So again, high volume scorer, high volume turnovers. These two correlate. I think you can play this one as well. Put them in different slips, obviously. So Edwards, Draymond Green, those are my 2 core dudes for today. And then I did want to add an additional play in here. And I want to head back over to that Golden State and Toronto game because I really like Scotty Barnes tonight. Over 28.5 PRA. Interesting fact that I uncovered during my research process this morning. Listen, Scotty Barnes had a very bad game versus the Sacramento Kings. We picked his over on points, 16.5. He didn't come through. He only scored 7. However, Scotty Barnes only shot the ball 8 times in that game. And when I look at his game log and check out what he does when he shoots the ball less than 10 times a game, it's bad. It's bad. Game against the Sacramento Kings, he shot the ball 8 times. Didn't come close to hitting his PRA. Finished with 23. Game against the Boston Celtics, shot the ball 9 times, 18 PRA. Game against the Charlotte Hornets back on January 10th, shot the ball 5 times, finished with 19 PRA. Every game where he shoots the ball 10 plus times, he crushes his PRA. Against the New York Knicks, 19, 7, and 6. Shot the ball 15 times. Shot the ball 15 times against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Finished with 29, 8, and 5. 15 times against the Milwaukee Bucks. 14, 13, and 5. 16 times against the New York Knicks back on the 16th. 26, 7, and 4. So when he shoots the ball 10 plus times over the last 10 games, he has a 70% hit rate. We need him to shoot the ball 10 plus times a night. If he shoots the ball 10 plus times a night, he's going to go over his PRA. If you like his PRA, then take a look at his fantasy score. And that's the fantasy score that I am leaning towards playing. If you happen to be in a state that only allows fantasy score plays, then Scotty Barnes is one to consider. When you look at his individual lines, let's do some quick math. PRAs do not count for steals and blocks. They also don't account for the 0.5 for the assists and 0.2 for the rebounds. Scotty Barnes needs 17 points tonight. He needs 8 rebounds times 1.2, that's roughly 10. He needs 6 assists times 1.5, that's 19. 19 plus 17 is 36. His point prop or his fantasy score line is set to 35.5. When you factor in that Scotty Barnes is also grabbing you 2 to 3 steals a game. Over the last 5 games, Scotty Barnes is giving you 2 steals 2 steals over the last 10 games. That's 6 points added to what we just calculated there. Minus his 2 turnovers a game. That puts him in and around that 40 fantasy score range. That's well over 35.5. If Scotty Barnes is shooting the ball tonight over 10 times, I like him to go over PRA, and also like him to go over fantasy score. So those are a few different ways to go with Scotty Barnes. My one under that I wanted to bring to your attention is under for Tyler Herro's rebounds at 5.5. Tyler Herro is not traditionally known as a good rebounding guard. And when you look at the production had by opposing shooting guards and point guards when playing the Orlando Magic, it does not look good. So out of the 23 point guards and shooting guards that you see here, only 9 of them have hit their prop. Only 9 of them have gone over the rebound prop. I think that's a lowly 39% success rate. On the season, Tyler Herro is averaging, I shouldn't say season, over the last 30 games, Tyler Herro is averaging, or not averaging, I should say, giving you a 37% hit rate. So 11 out of the last 30 games has he gone over 5.5. You want to drill it down to the last 10 and see that he had a nice little stretch of 7, 9, and 10 rebounds collected in 3 straight contests, and then went cold 4-4, 5-4, 5. Had a nice game against the Pelicans, and then went cold again against Boston. So again, history shows that Tyler Herro is not a consistently strong rebounder. I like the under on his rebounds tonight versus the Orlando Magic. And there you have it. There you go. There are some points, or excuse me, those are some props for you to consider tonight. How you construct your lineup is 100% up to you. However, I wanted to provide you with a couple of players that you can actually go a few different ways with. And that should help you diversify your slips, leverage, positive game environments as well. And when you have players like Green and Edwards who offer so much in terms of props, you don't have to stick to just one thing. So you can spread it out and look to lock in some positive plays there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope these props serve you well. If you tell them, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we can see each other in the winner's circle. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by the channel and checking this video out. Truly, truly appreciate the time you take to chill out with me and just talk some basketball. Do me a favor, leave a comment below with your favorite player prop on the day. Let me know who you have your eyes on. Also, let me know what you think about my picks. Do you like them, hate them? Do you want to love them? Do you want to leave them? Either way, let me know down below. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you once again for hanging out with me and just stopping by the channel. And until my next video, Chavez is out.